Hi, Freya from Otherworldly here. It has been a while since I did a Second Life video. I've been busy with a lot of other things, but I do want to get back to them. And last week I learned something that I thought was sad, but good reason to do something. And that is the owner of the brand, the Muses, Nephiline. She's been in SL for a very long time and had a lot of different brands. Some old timers might remember her for Pixel Dolls, which was one of the first brands that I purchased something from. So I've known of her for a long time in Second Life, and I've blogged for several of her brands over the years, and she's a really great person. And unfortunately, last week her RL husband passed away. He was also in Second Life. I didn't know him personally. I don't think I ever met him in Second Life. But in any case, she's been left alone with. I know they had a pair of fairly young twins that she's now taking care of herself, and friends of theirs started a fundraiser to help with funeral costs and other expenses that come up in a situation like that. But of course, one of the most important things that you could do to support a Second Life creator is going to be to buy their products. And certainly in a situation like this, Nephiline's own income in Second Life will undoubtedly become even more important to her. So I wanted to take the opportunity to do a video about the Muses and show you some of the beautiful things that are available from the brand right now. And I thought I would start here at a new shopping area that the Muses and Sensifine set up on their new sim fairly recently. And they also have Paper Moon set up selling some items here. And it's sort of a Middle Eastern fantasy themed area where they have selected fantasy items out, and they've made a very beautiful shopping location. And I'm standing outside here of the booth from the Muses. As you can see, I was wearing one of the outfits here. And there are others to choose from. I'll give you a little look around at some of the themes that are available. Nephiline has been doing fantasy-inspired, historically inspired items for a very long time. It wasn't her mainstay when she was doing Pixel Dolls, but it has increasingly become over the years, and I'm certainly very grateful. I have a lot of beautiful, beautiful gowns in my inventory thanks to her. She also does these sexier little things, these fantasy net outfits. I really like these. I think they're very nicely designed and beautiful colors and textures. Here are some plier outfits as well, combination outfits where you have some parts that are pliers and some parts that aren't. The sets of chainmail are really handy for layering under things. And this the setup here is so beautiful. I will definitely be doing some photos around here. I think they're using pieces from some of my favorite creators to build as well. Some of the cute little outfits and dresses in different lengths, sort of in this, all in that same pattern style. Let's see where I ended up. I'm up inside here. I'm going to make my way over to where we have a little hut for mail items. The mail items are a little bit older, I think they are generally standard sizes rather than fit mesh. Uh, but obviously, with alphas and such, they will fit a lot of different mesh bodies anyway. So if you want some male fantasy clothing, you have several choices for different tunics here. And then you can use a plier tights, for example, to fit them with. And the Muses also does some pieces of decor. I think these are available at the main store as well. And this is a lovely little sort of seating area that you can use it for. I used to have it out in a forested area on the sim, just sort of to stumble over. Here's another variant of that net outfit, which reveals a bit more, as it has just netting over your breast as well. And this one I believe was released for the Fantasy Fair this year. The later versions support Belays of Freya, Maitreya Laura, and Slink Hourglass. I really love the texturing here, and the broken through gold netting. Kind of looks like a combination of armor and lingerie to me. And then, as I said, the same mixes items. Here are still items from the Muses. These various sort of decor tables with items on them. This one goes with the Titania set, Titania's Feast. Here you have a little work table and a scribe's table. I think these market stalls are also available. Nephiline has also done some full perm items for sale, and that other creators use as models for gowns and things like that. So she has been a very prolific mesh creator and a very important part of the Second Life fashion, and especially if you're looking at fantasy clothing for many years. Here we're coming over to some of the items from other stores as well, I think. Yes, here we have Paper Moon's set up. And I think here we have Sensifine. Yes. You can see some of their lovely gowns, and I know that she has used some of the templates from Nephiline on a number of occasions, and her texturing style is quite different. So if you like the model of it, but you want, you think that having the same model would, look dull, it doesn't. I promise you. The texturing can make a world of difference. This particular mesh model is one of my favorites. Works very well if you want to have your Carthene gown from Song of Ice and Fire, for example. Then you have various options for textures to choose from, whether you pick the ones from Sensifine or from the Muses. She's also got a few of these leather sets that are a bit more sort of roguish, and these plier leggings that will work great with some of her own tunics and some of the tunics from the Muses. And what I'm also going to do before I finish up this tour of things is that I'm going to, well, I'm going to find where I am first of all, so I can give you a closer look at my outfit, which is the Shining Sun gown. You can see that the materials have been used on the heavy gold embroidery at the waist. looks nicely raised, and it also gives a lovely soft flowing texture to the gown. And I'm going to make a quick mention of a couple of other things, even if this, as I said, is mostly focused on the Muses. I am wearing the somber hair from Steltic with the addition of the Curly Bangs C from a new set of bangs released by Steltic for the Crystal Heart Festival, I believe it's called. And you can get bangs curly, straight, fly away, and they are all unrigged mesh, so you can position them and make them work with different Steltic hairs, and they all come with the same hair textures as regular Steltic hairs, of course. So, and because they are unrigged, they won't clash with lashes and such as they might otherwise do. So I added them to the hair, and I quite like how it just changes the feel of the front of the hair by adding that in. And we are going to, oh, here's a piece that I didn't show you actually, so I'm just going to zoom in and show you that as well. You have this bikini set, and also these these various body art sets in different colors and configurations, and they have sort of a bit of a tribal Celtic look and a bit more of a Middle Eastern henna look, and then you can get them both in gold and more natural colors, and that's a great addition for some of the skimpier outfits. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to find the teleport portal, which takes you from the oasis. Here it is. It takes you from the oasis and over to the proper main store for Sense of Fine and the Muses. So you just sit on that and whoosh, there you are. Now the first thing you'll see when you land, at least if you're facing in that direction, is a full set of the male outfits, the standard size male outfits. So you have all of these here for some more options. And then you have the Muses on the one side and Sense of Fine on the other, and it's beautifully set up, but some of the textures here, or some of the items rather, makes it a little difficult to cam around like that. But I am going to wander into the Muses to give you a sense of all the other pretty pieces that are available. So here we have some of the latest releases, not the very latest, they were at We Love Roleplay and have not been moved over yet, since that just closed. But you have all kinds of fantasy and medieval gowns, beautiful textures. You have these that have a bit of a Outlander feel, I would say. Seems to be based on some of, certainly one of them is called Claire. Often you'll see with a release from the Muses that Nephilim chooses to use a mesh model twice and do different textures. I'm not going to walk around like a drunk person here, but I'm a little bit lagged for some reason. And I think that's, you know, a great way. Mesh takes a lot of time, especially when you're rigging for a number of different bodies. So of course you want to make the most of it. These gowns here, they are the, let me see, the Eleanor. Okay, this is both the Eleanor gown. I really like these. They have such a classic historical feel to them. The embroidery or the brocade here, the patterning is really nice. Super for medieval roleplay, I think. these with the netting over as well are really nice, a bit more fantasy, but still very, very nice. And then we go through this area here where we have some of the decor items that I showed you earlier. And here, yes, here we have the market stalls, different configuration than they are seen down there, but you have them available. And finally, we have some of the mixed sort of fantasy outfits. You saw some of them already. Here are some more piratical ones as well. Here are the little sort of roguish ones. We've seen those. And we have some lingerie sections with classic rompers, beautiful floral patterns. As you see, there's a wide range of things available. And we have this naughty little thing here, which shows quite a bit. Very pretty though. And I think we've gone more or less around now. Yes, we have. And here we have the body art as well. So you can find pretty much all the things up here. There are some that are just down there at the Oasis, so you'll definitely want to explore both. When you visit the Malevich Sim and as they've renamed, Port Seraphine being the original location of the Pixel Dolls from way back when. And so I would like to encourage, everyone who is a fan of fantasy outfits, pretty gowns, sexy fantasy outfits, floral lingerie, anything that you can think of here, to go and check things out, to get some demos, and to do some shopping to support Nephiline, in this very difficult situation. And obviously, it there's a lot of things that it won't help with, but at least having to worry less about your finances when you're in a situation like that is takes some of the worry off. So I hope that my video might reach a few people at least, and until the next time.